We've got some exciting basketball ahead. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy.
Here we go.
And Virginia Beach starts out with the ball. It's stolen by Randall. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. And it's Gordon missing. Here's Virginia Beach with the ball. Inside. Stolen by Gordon. And Chris Bosh with the slam.
And being that Bosh is 6'11", dunking comes easy. And once he's this close to the basket, he's ready to attack.
Mourning. And the dunk by Mourning.
Oh, man, that was a loud bucket.
And so Edwards will bring it up for Chicago. Gordon with no one around. Drills it from outside.
Well, he's not an elite three-point shooter, but Gordon makes just enough threes to be a threat from out there.
And there's the call on Bosh. That's his first foul. Fires, high post, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And the confidence this kid has in his shot is something else. Booker isn't afraid to let it fly.
Three-pointer, Randall. Virginia Beach pulls it in.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Terrific play by Edwards. Moves like this are what makes him so much fun to watch.
Now here's Edwards. Pass to Bosh. And Chris Bosh with the slam.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Edwards inside. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Randall from outside. Chris Bosh with the rebound.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Count that bucket.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Outside Bosh. To the inside. And the foul called on Edwards. That's his first foul. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Gordon outside. Good, and the assist goes to Edwards. Gordon's got 6 points.
When Gordon is connecting from deep, everything else. Oh!
Wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
And just showing off for the crowd a little bit there. Roy enjoys putting on a show.
And the basket by Beckers.
I love her aggression, getting downhill there.
Outside Roy. Drills the three-pointer. Roy's got his second bucket.
Good to see Roy knocking it down from long range, wanting to be a bigger threat from there.
Outside Edwards. Outside Gordon. Shot clock at 5. Virginia Beach pulls it in.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
And get a load of that move. We don't get to see plays like that very often.
No, we don't. Sailing in off the baseline for the reverse stuff.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
It's the end of the first with a tie game here, and already these offenses are clicking. And we'll be back. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And when you consider how Virginia Beach is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game. Cunningham's shot is off. And so Booker will bring it up for Virginia Beach. You know, Stan, when you talk about the skill set Cade Cunningham possesses, what impresses you most?
I think a couple of things, Kevin. Number one, his poise is outstanding. This guy never gets bothered by anything that happens in a game, by any type of adversity. He's just going to come back with the same mindset on the...
What a sweet jam by Edwards.
Well, that was unbelievable. Not many guys can do what Ant-Man just did.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Kicks it out to Gordon. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Left side Bosch. No good off the back of the rim. Virginia Beach leading by 4. Edwards inside. Here's Mourning. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Oh, a fantastic passer at his position. Gordon stays alert and ready to pass to an open teammate.
Now a timeout called by Virginia Beach. Booker looking around. To the wing on the left. Outside for Roy. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Oh, my word. You can't play much tougher interior defense than that. And being that Bosch is 6'11", dunking comes easy. And once he's this close to the basket, he's ready to attack.
Out to Smith. Wide open. And he connects with the jumper. Booker up top. Crafty move. Pass to Roy. Booker outside. Down low. Here's Bosch. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And Bosch, so tough to stop when he gets that kind of position down low, forcing the D to foul.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Chicago trails by 3. Here's Smith. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And no fear of where the D was on that one. Smith going right to the basket.
The drive by Gordon. Here's Bosch. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Bosch has got 7 points in the game.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Pass to Jordan. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And there's the call on Bosch. That'll be his second foul of the game. There's 42 seconds left in the first half of the game. Right side, Jordan. Out to Thompson. 5 on the clock. And it's Jordan slamming it down.
And he doesn't always feel the need to get fancy on those dunks, but when Jordan does, he makes it something special, just like that one.
And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for Chicago. They trail by 1. And a deep three from Murray. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Murray's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. It's stolen by Smith. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. It's Chicago up 2. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. To the middle. Here's Gugliotta. Back to Aldridge. Count the basket and the foul.
Basket's good.
Paul Millsap picks one up.
And really hard trying to distract Aldridge. I mean, when this guy's determined to score, he's going to capitalize no matter what.
To the paint. Here's Aldridge. And the dunk by Aldridge.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Pass to Aldridge. Double team on Aldridge. And here's Smith. Aldridge a screen. Out to the right wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Edwards brings the double team. That one goes in. Murray's got the lead up to 5 now for Chicago.
Look, we've come to expect this from Murray. He has a knack for hitting tough shots.
Aldridge a screen. To the middle. And the dunk by Aldridge.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Well, Coach, we know there's a lot of expectations tied to a number 1 pick. And sometimes they fall flat. But that has not been the case so far with Anthony. Oh!
And there's the youth, Wade jumping out of the gym.
To the inside. Shoots. Rejected by Murray. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. Chicago shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. And Josh Smith, no good on that one. And you assemble an all-swagger team. Jamal Murray, Stan, is on that roster.
Well, you're right, Kevin. And look, where players really gain their confidence, their swagger, if you will, in this league is when you play your best on the biggest stages in the playoffs. Jamal Murray has certainly done that. He has earned his swagger.
Chicago leading by 3. Smith with a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Smith's got 7 points in the game.
And I love when Smith is assertive on offense, catching the D off guard with the catch and shoot.
Pass to Gordon. It's Aldridge, high post. And the dunk by Aldridge.
And this is the power you like seeing from Aldridge, leaving no room for error with that flush. Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
The kick out to Aldridge. Johnson, a wide open look. It's good from long range. Johnson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
And then Smith with the dunk.
And whenever Smith gets the opportunity to attack the rim, he's going to take it.
Here's Aldridge. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. 8 points for LaMarcus Aldridge.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Pass to Gugliotta. Now here's Mullen. Launches it. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And Chicago leads by 6.
And this is where Mullen is most dangerous. A consistent three-point shooter with textbook form.
Three-pointer. Another three for Chicago. Gibson down low.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. And so it's Chicago heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Virginia Beach trails by 7. Here's Booker. Bosch grabs the miss. Chicago with the ball. Outside Gordon. And then jammed down as he goes right over Anthony Edwards.
My goodness, Aaron Gordon putting on a show.
And you know who? Devin Booker.
Oh, what a basket. No doubt from deep.
Randall left side. It's stolen by Edwards. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. And Edwards slams it in.
Among the best athletes in this league, Anthony Edwards taking flight.
Outside Edwards. Outside Cunningham. Randall. Down he goes for 3.
Yeah, and being able to catch and shoot is a skill in itself. Some guys need the ball in their hands to be effective.
And getting physical with his play. Booker just attacking the hoop.
Outside Edwards. Outside Cunningham. Shot clock at 6. Outside Edwards. And the 3 misses. Virginia Beach trails by 5. Oh, what a play inside.
Well, the best dunks are quick, emphatic, and leave the defense knowing it was on them.
Now Randall. Stolen by Bosch. And here we go. Fast break. Booker's got it. Outside Roy. To tie it up. He drills the 3.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
Rebounded by Edwards. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Virginia Beach. Does not go. Edwards. Inside. Edwards finishes strong.
And the more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shots. And the more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shots.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Inside, Edwards finishes strong.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Here's Edwards. Outside Cunningham. Oh, Edwards!
Well, you need a bucket? Give it to Edwards. He's got that clutch gene. Now Booker.
Right side Bosch. 5 to shoot. Rebounded by Randall. And Chicago has possession.
Coming up big for his squad. Gordon doesn't back down from the big moment.
Now a timeout called by Virginia Beach. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
Both teams will make substitutions. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
And that's what we're used to him doing, but he really just hasn't had that typical impact offensively. If they keep getting him touches, this game won't be tied for long.
The three is off. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime.
Here we go.
Bosch with it. Outside Booker. Puts the move on. Not going to go. Chicago with the ball. From outside. Buries the deep ball.
A nice wrinkle in Randall's game. He can make that crucial extra pass when the opening is there.
Now a timeout called by Virginia Beach. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And here's Booker. Outside Roy. Pocket pass to the paint, and he punches it home.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. It's stolen by Edwards. Devin Booker. Oh, the slam dunk.
Yeah, and Mourning's just a beast on the glass, using that muscular frame to get into prime position there on the board.
Jacks up a three, and it misses. It's Booker. Oh, Booker with the bounce.
Huge bucket from Booker, playing beyond his years.
Chicago calls timeout. And stolen by Mourning. Stolen by Bosch. Here's Edwards. Outside Gordon. Outside Cunningham. 6 on the shot clock. Now Gordon. And stolen by Mourning. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game. Wow, these are the moments that Edwards lives for. He is dynamite in the clutch.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Well, when it comes to desire to create offense, there's no cause for concern with Devin Booker. He's a natural scorer.
Hey, talk about a cool customer. Icing this one with some clutch free throws.
Gordon fires. So Virginia Beach picking up the win. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in over. We welcome you to our 2K Sports broadcast. Some great basketball in store for you. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy.
Here we go.
And Virginia Beach starts out with the ball. Bosch with it. Now defended by Grant. Stolen by Grant. It's 2-on-1. And here we go. And finished off by Gobert.
Well, when you're the size of Gobert, you're already living above the rim.
And as his career has progressed, Stan, Jeremy Grant becoming a more offensively focused player.
Oh, absolutely, Kevin. I think that Jeremy Grant's one of those guys that got his early playing time in the league with defense, energy, and effort. And as he got more playing time, that allowed him to develop his offensive skills. And now he is a very good scorer on top of what he gives you on the defensive end.
And the three ball is good. Cunningham's got 5 points so far.
Well, you try to stay connected to Cunningham, but he finds a way. Yeah, they could feel that dunk all the way in France. Gobert with the huge dunk.
Fades. Booker, no good. Cunningham outside. Here's Grant. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham.
With the ball around the hoop, Horace Grant, a tough man to stop.
Booker outside. Here's Roy. And then Roy with the dunk.
And just showing off for the crowd a little bit there. Roy enjoys putting on a show.
Gobert, the screen. Cunningham. Driving the lane. Can't answer back with the dunk of his own. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Atlanta?
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
Here's Bosch, and he banks in the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And Jalen Williams' game is unique. His combination of power and finesse, you don't see that many with that skill set.
Now a timeout called by Virginia Beach. Atlanta making a switch here. No good on that one.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Good on the second free throw. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And so it looks like it'll be Virginia Beach's ball. 1:22 left in the first quarter of the game. 5 on the clock. Edwards. Basket counts.
Just a ferocious play by Edwards. Taking the contact, but staying committed to his finish.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Here's Cunningham. He's got 5. Pass to Thompson. Outside Williams. He takes it in. And he dunks it in right on Chris Bosh. Oh, man.
How about the showmanship of Jalen Williams?
Edwards drives in. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
Now, here's Cunningham. There's a screen. Clock at 6. That's tipped. Now, a timeout called by Virginia Beach.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just 1 or 2 major points. That way guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Nine seconds left in the first quarter. And a wide open look for Cunningham. Hits it from three-point range. Cunningham's got 8.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
The Atlanta shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Now a timeout called by Virginia Beach.
shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. And he's good on the second. And so it's Atlanta, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
Now a timeout called by Virginia Beach. Atlanta leading by 7. Here's McDyess. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. Williams with the ball. Young outside. Shot clock at 6. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Alonzo Mourning.
Yeah, and when he gets inside, Trae Young is an expert at finding contact and getting to the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And Stan, you think about the skill level of Trae Young. What makes him, in your opinion, such a tough cover?
Well, I think the best thing about Trae Young, Kevin, is as much of a scorer he is, he's even better as a passer. And so it's hard to commit a second defender to Trae Young all the time because he will find the open people and create great shots for his team.
And the coaching staff loves when Booker attacks, puts the pedal to the metal there.
And here is Williams. To the paint. Here's McDyess. Left side, Grant. Nobody near Williams. Knocks down the 3 ball. Williams has got the lead up to 10 now for Atlanta. And stolen by Booker. Here's Mourning. And Mourning throws it down.
And with a good feel for the game, Booker sensed the right time to go for that steal.
Inside. Pass to Nesmith. McDyess a screen. And stolen by Mourning. Here's Bosch. And Chris Bosh with the slam.
Oh, moving so well for someone almost 7 feet. Bosh completing on that break.
Here's Williams. Grant at the elbow. Back to Williams. And Williams with the stuff.
And going to the windmill dunk to turn this place on its ear.
This crowd is stunned.
And you can see Booker's been in the weight room, right? Shows it on that play.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. Free throw good, Booker. You know, Greg, being a two-way player got Jeremy Grant into the NBA. But now he's grown even more.
Yeah, early on in his career, he was often the primary defender on elite scorers. Then he added scoring to his game in Detroit, becoming an effective two-way player.
And the patience of Cunningham, working in the pick and roll, always seems to get to his spot.
It's stolen by Cunningham. Thompson from long range. Booker pulls it in. Virginia Beach trails by 7. Pass to Bosch. Back to Booker. Looks for Mourning. Gets it to him. And the dunk by Mourning.
And it's fun to watch guys like Booker that see the floor this well. Seems to always get it to the right man.
And it goes down 2 points. Grant's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, that's a great delivery. Knows where her open teammate is and puts it on the money.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
You know what they can't say to me. That's all my level is on the way.
55 seconds left to play here in the half. Cunningham outside. There's the triple. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Big night for Cunningham. This is why he went first overall. Cade can take over a game.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
Ooh, they're not making it easy on themselves. Tough shot.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And the dunk by Booker.
And you think Booker is all finesse? Think again.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul. Here's Cunningham. 16 points for him. Got a piece of it. Takes a 3. Virginia Beach pulls it in. Pass to Jordan. Just 3 on the clock.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Well, that's just a careless pass. He's lucky that was just deflected and not picked off.
And Cunningham with the slam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You know, Stan, when you talk about the skill set Cade Cunningham possesses, what impresses you most?
I think a couple of things, Kevin. Number one, his poise is outstanding. This guy never gets bothered by anything that happens in a game, by any type of adversity. He's just going to come back with the same mindset on the next play. And also, his shooting has improved so much that you've now got to defend him honestly on the perimeter, and that sets up the rest of his game.
Now, here's Johnson. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Jordan. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Jordan's got 6.
A comfort zone of Jordan's. The closer he is to the rim, the more efficient he becomes.
Cunningham looking around. Great D that time from Jordan. Booker with it. Now defended by Gobert. Outside Roy. For the tie. And it's good on the way in. Roy's got it all tied up now for Virginia Beach.
An awesome distributor. Booker's floor awareness and understanding of when to dish it is a real weapon.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Monk outside. To the right side. McDyess, good.
Well, the classics still work. He proves it there by making a successful inside-out play.
Here's Jordan. Rebound, Atlanta. They've led by as much as 10. There's Miller with the three. It's rebounded by Paul Millsap. Here's Johnson. Gobert with the block.
Stellar defense. Gobert will have him thinking twice about bringing it inside again.
Jordan the screen. Booker. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Booker's got 12.
Yeah, nice focus shot in the mid-range. I like that look.
To the inside. Pass to Gobert. Now Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Miller outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. And Atlanta leads by 4. Here's Millsap. Gobert with the block.
So good at finding these rejections. Gobert has all the physical tools and razor-sharp reflexes as a defender.
Outside Williams. To the middle. Here's McDyess. And the dunk by McDyess.
And no one throws it down as hard as McDyess. He lives for those dunks, and he never passes up a chance to make a statement. Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And there's the call on Roy. That is his first foul of the game. From deep, Williams. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And stretching the D out to the sidelines, Williams.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my gosh. Well, that was unbelievable. Not many guys can do what Ant-Man just did.
Outside Williams. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Atlanta. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. A good sign. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And it's Wade with the ball for Virginia Beach. 9-point game. Gordon goes in.
Well, he's a tough player. It's why Gordon's been one of the best role players in the league his entire career.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
And on top of that, they're getting a lot of points off assists. And it's always a good sign when your team is working as a cohesive unit.
4 on the clock. Nice move.
Well, that's why he's out there using his size in the paint.
Stolen by Thompson. Spins. And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's his first foul. Puts up a deep three. The shot by Thompson, no good. Virginia Beach trails by 8. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
And it's Wade penetrating. And then Wade slams it in.
And it looks like this is where Wade's at his best, moving, playing downhill.
Thompson outside. Launches it. Good! Thompson makes it look so easy.
Yeah, and being able to catch and shoot is a skill in itself. Some guys need the ball in their hands to be effective.
Here's Grant. 5 to shoot. Now Thompson. Sweet shot at the right time.
And Thompson thrives in those catch-and-shoot situations.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it. And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Atlanta leading by 9. Thompson. And he does not hit. Running inside.
Well, you can see that Edwards isn't trying to do it all on his own. He's also looking for shots for others out there.
Here's Thompson. Thompson is double. Now Gobert. Outside Cunningham. Thompson outside. Takes the 3. Now Grant. And stolen by Booker. Edwards.
And the more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shots.
Knocks down the 3.
Great decision there. Move the ball out and find the open shooter.
Atlanta leading by 8. Thompson fires. 18 feet out. Count it.
Inspired tonight.
Whoa, a little extra right there from Edwards.
Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
And the foul called on Edwards. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. Cunningham on the wing. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Edwards. Edwards completes the break.
Wow, these are the moments that Edwards lives for. He is dynamite in the clutch.
Gobert there for the rebound.
Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
Nice job baiting the defenders to draw the whistle.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
The thing about Horace Grant, he's a glue guy, but also ultra talented. What an asset to this team.
And Thompson sends it back. And so it looks like it'll be Virginia Beach's ball. Devin Booker finally gets it to go. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Booker buries the deep ball.
And in that situation, everybody knows the ball's going to be in Booker's hands, and he comes up big. Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Now a timeout called by Virginia Beach. 8 seconds left in the fourth. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
An uphill climb. They need everything to break their way.
Well, I'm sure they'll run a play they believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, and if you don't get it, immediate foul.
He's off from three. It's stolen by Edwards. And so it's Atlanta with the W. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We thank you for watching. So long, everyone. Welcome, everyone. So happy to have you along for this 2K Sports presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. Tip-off goes to Las Vegas. The drive by James. Kicks it out to Johnson. From the arc. And the three ball is good. Johnson's got the first points up on the board here for Las Vegas. Booker, right side. Pass to Edwards. Lloyd trying to get open. Edwards can't hit. Over in the corner, Edwards. Virginia Beach pulls it in.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
Mourning. And the dunk by Mourning.
And that's why you can't leave anyone open.
Johnson in the corner. And Mourning sends it back.
Talk about a guy who will send your shot back with some attitude. Mourning does not play.
First quarter, just over a minute played. And there's the call on Roy. That is his first foul of the game. Johnson outside. O'Neal on the wing. 4 on the clock. Las Vegas needs to get off a shot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here's Booker. Basket is good. The assist from Bosch.
It's almost effortless for Booker this close in. He just drops the ball in the bucket.
And Chris Bosch with the slam.
And textbook. I mean, that move to the lane, you got to tip your hat on that one.
Well said, Greg. And Clark with some major elevation on the slam. And James throws it down.
And you see right there, Bronny James can attack the rim with force.
Outside Bosch. .158 left in the first. Here's Booker. The 17-footer goes down. Booker's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Mourning can't make it work. Las Vegas leading by 3. Stolen by Bosch. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. From outside, off the mark. And so James will bring it up for Las Vegas. Misses the 3.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Well, once Edwards saw his opening, it was game over. He delights in sticking it to you like this.
Outside Bosch. And stolen by Booker. Mourning with it. He's picked up by O'Neal. The rebound by Edwards.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
That one good for 2.
And this is where O'Neal goes to work. The closer he's to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
Stolen by O'Neal. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Stolen by Bosch. In transition, here comes Virginia Beach. And here's Booker from the arc. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And already very comfortable at the arc. Booker takes that shot without hesitation. And just a perfectly designed play. Anytime you can get a dunk on the inbounds, You know the X's and O's were in the right spot.
He gets it in there.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Las Vegas leads by only. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Las Vegas.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely.
And you can get a vision for the future Booker might have in this league. He has all the foundational elements of an elite scorer. And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Yo, watch it.
Outside, Covington. Nobody near Nurkic. Covington. Pass to Nurkic. Back to Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
Emphatic points from Covington. Dunks and threes. Baskets every team needs. That's what Robert brings to the table.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
Kicks it out to Booker. Outside, Edwards. Rebound by Nurkic. Las Vegas leading by 8. Well, Coach, we know there's a lot of expectations tied to a #1 pick. Sometimes they fall flat, but that has not been the case so far with Anthony Edwards.
Oh, it sure as heck hasn't, Kevin. But I think it starts with Anthony Edwards welcomed the expectations. He wanted the expectations, and he has pushed himself to play to that level on a nightly basis, and he's done it.
Here's Edwards driving inside.
And that 7'2" wingspan for Nurkic, he can just gobble up shots. He knocks that one away with authority.
Thompson with the 3.
Yeah, with that corner 3, almost every player shoots a higher percentage from there.
Now a timeout called by Virginia Beach. Virginia Beach making a switch here. Virginia Beach trails by 9. From deep, the shot's good. Roy making the play. Thompson's got 9 points in the quarter.
Arguably the smoothest jumper in the game, Klay Thompson. Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Takes it out to Covington. Off target with his 3. Here's Roy. Here's Jordan. Covington with the steal. From outside the arc. Offensive rebound. Here's Nurkic. Fades away and sinks the tough shot. Nurkic has got the lead up to 12 now for Las Vegas. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
An athletic big man. When Jordan is driving hard, it puts the D in a tough spot.
And both free throws good for Jordan. And here's Las Vegas. They're on a 15-6 run. Pass to Covington. And that one drops for him. Covington's got 6.
A smart offensive player. I like watching Covington get interior positioning and look to score.
Well, no matter how close you are to the rim, if the defense is lurking, consider moving the ball.
And it's blocked by Jordan. And then slammed in by Jordan.
And he doesn't always feel the need to get fancy on those dunks, but when Jordan does, he makes it something special, just like that one.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Edwards. Here's Bosch. And the dunk by Bosch.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. And here's Covington from the arc. Virginia Beach pulls it in. Left side, Edwards. Outside, Bosch. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And the first half is now in the books. Las Vegas ahead, up by 8. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Here's Roy, and he drives in, tries to keep it alive. Out of bounds, Las Vegas takes possession. James with it. And the dunk by James.
The guard skills are there for Bronny, as you can see on that attack.
Here's Mourning. And the dunk by Mourning.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Greg, Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. Ant can do it all on the floor, as complete of a wing as you'll find in our league.
Now a timeout called by Virginia Beach. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Here's Jordan.
And that's a big reason why Jordan's field goal percentage is always so high, because most of his finishes come right at the rim.
To the inside. Bosch, that's good. Bosch has got 6.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
And it's good for 2. That's 10 points for Jordan.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Great timing by Booker, setting up his teammate for success.
The drive by James, and James throws it down.
I mean, what a cut. He just slices right in there for the basket.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Near the three-point line, it's Booker. And there's Virginia Beach with another bucket.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Pass to Nurkic. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Buries it from 3-point range.
Nurkic doesn't take a lot of bad shots, so when he decides to pull up off the dribble, you know he's feeling it.
That one falls. He has 6.
Got to be crafty in close.
Inside. Kicks it out to Covington. Over Bosch. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Here's Wade. Outside Edwards. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. It's Edwards on the wing. Jordan the screen. Just 5 to shoot. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Yeah, it just seems like every year Edwards gets more comfortable running the pick and roll.
And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Now a timeout called by Virginia Beach. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Thompson inside the line. And it's Mourning with the rebound.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Outside Aldridge. Pass to Mourning. Shoots over Nurkic. That misses off the backboard. Las Vegas leading by 5. Launches it. LaMarcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Here's Booker. Back to Mourning. And the dunk by Mourning.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Las Vegas leads by 3. And we're coming right back after this break to get the... And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And here's Las Vegas. Here's James. And James throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Back to Booker. Pass to Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Defensively there, you play Booker to shoot, but he's also a willing passer.
Wasted no time on that one. That's 7 points for Jalen Johnson.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
And here is Aldridge. He's covered by Bosh. And Jordan gets it to go.
And the shooting percentage Jordan records from here is insane. If you get him the ball in a good spot, he usually finishes.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
Yeah, well, that's on the defense. They got to put out a little more effort to keep that from happening.
O'Neal. A huge two-handed slam.
6'11", skilled, athletic. When Jermaine O'Neal puts it all together, we are going to see some monster games.
Now a timeout called by Virginia Beach. So Virginia Beach going with almost an entire new group here. Virginia Beach trails by 5. And the 3 misses.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
O'Neal outside. Johnson outside. And stolen by Cephalosha.
Well, that's just great awareness. He was ready and took advantage.
And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. 13 feet away. O'Neal there for the rebound. Las Vegas leading by 5. Can't get it to go. Here's Roy. A shot from 6. Millsap trying to get open. Can't get it to go. So it's Las Vegas now. They've held a 12-point lead early.
And being that Bosh is 6'11", dunking comes easy. And once he's this close to the basket, he's ready to attack.
Booker. And it's sent back by O'Neal.
The offense thought it'd be an easy shot, but he proved them wrong there with authority.
Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
And taken away by Roy. It's Booker. Jordan. O'Neal there for the rebound. 3 seconds separate the shot clock in game. Roy with the block.
Well, that's one way to avoid getting posterized. Stand tall and protect the rim.
Jacks up a three. O'Neal fires. So we see Las Vegas get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, it's Hartford going up against Virginia Beach. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy.
Here we go.
And Virginia Beach starts out with the ball. Here's Bosch. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Well, the defense has to offer more resistance, or he's just going to keep scoring down there.
Mourning. And Mourning throws it down.
On the drive, Mourning can be such a force, clearing a path for himself through the defense. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that. Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
Booker looking around. Back to Bosch. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And then Roy with the jam.
Man, Roy can fly.
And here's Booker from the arc. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Virginia Beach.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And they're making their own luck with how hard they're playing, forcing turnovers and turning that into offense.
Back to Booker. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
And the confidence this kid has in his shot is something else. Booker isn't afraid to let it fly.
Good on the bucket.
Well, that's a great effort. Unwilling to let that possession die.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Virginia Beach shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And you can get a vision for the future Booker might have in this league. He has all the foundational elements of an elite scorer.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end. My goodness, Aaron Gordon putting on a show.
Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
For 3, Edwards. Not this time. His first miss in 3 attempts from the field. Stolen by Bosch. And out of bounds as Hartford gains possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Hartford making a switch here. Hartford trails by 8. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. Edwards drives in. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Roy.
Great blend of speed and power on Edwards' drive. Very difficult to stop Ant.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Good on both.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Wasted no time on that one.
This guy is a threat from all 3 levels. That time, Roy put the mid-range.
Over in the corner, Cunningham. Johnson, a wide open look. Gets an open look and hits.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
And let's face it, every point matters in this league. You have to take advantage of these freebies.
For Virginia Beach, they've had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. Hartford trails by 8. Here's Gordon, and it's Gordon with the finish.
And we've seen Gordon in the dunk contest before. He enjoys showing off when given the chance.
Here's Booker into the lane. Lays it up off the glass. Booker's got 6.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And you got to respect Booker. I mean, he's added to his game every year and becoming a more willing passer.
And the dunk by Booker.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Edwards. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for Virginia Beach. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll get you back to the action. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And when you consider how Virginia Beach is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
You know, Stan, when you talk about the skill set Cade Cunningham possesses, what impresses you most?
I think a couple of things, Kevin. Number one, his poise is outstanding. This guy never gets bothered by anything that happens in a game, by any type of adversity. He's just going to come back with the same mindset on the next play. And also his shooting has improved so much that you've now got to defend him honestly on the perimeter, and that sets up the rest of his game.
And the dunk by Mourning.
Set him up so they could knock him down.
Johnson. And it's sent back by Bosch.
Oh, using that length on defense, Bosch positioning himself well to come up with the block.
Here's Johnson. Virginia Beach pulls it in. Pass to Roy. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Stolen by Bosch. Booker outside. Here's Edwards. Here he goes.
Yeah, doing it with speed and style. Edwards putting on a show at the rim.
No one near Randall as he lets it go. Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, a lot of guys shoot it much better when they fire straight off the pass.
Now a timeout called by Virginia Beach. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's Edwards.
Ooh.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, that was unbelievable. Not many guys can do what Ant-Man just did. Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Here's Edwards. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Pushing it up. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Well, you can see that Edwards isn't trying to do it all on his own. He's also looking for shots for others out there.
Here's Edwards. And Jordan sends it back.
Yeah, when you go to the rim, you better bring it or it's going to get rejected.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Out to Edwards. Booker with no one around. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Booker's got 13.
No doubt Booker has tremendous confidence in that jumper. Feels like he can score from anywhere.
Pass to Edwards. Here goes Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Hey, that's fierce. Throwing it down over the larger defender. Don't even try to defend that. What a move, Julius Randle.
Here's Edwards. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Virginia Beach leading by 5. Here's Roy. And then Roy with the dunk.
And just showing off for the crowd a little bit there. Roy enjoys putting on a show.
Edwards cashing in from outside.
And there's the three-point shooting ability.
Outside Roy. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for Virginia Beach. Right back after this break. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And here's Brunson outside. And the second chance effort by Gordon. Gordon's got the first bucket of the third here for Hartford.
This team loves the energy that Gordon gives them. He's so active, leading to second chance points there.
Bosch can't hit. Hartford on offense. A 2-point game.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
And Randle throws it down.
Nothing the defense can do about that. Randle just powers it down.
And then Roy with the dunk.
What a take. You love to see guys getting aggressive, getting downhill. Great effort.
Mobley with the block.
And this is why you gotta be excited about Mobley. Already a special and versatile defender.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. Now a timeout called by Virginia Beach. Throw good, Mobley.
And to me, Evan Mobley seems like a fast learner. He adapted to the league play pretty seamlessly and is always looking for little ways to improve.
Pass to Johnson. Back to Booker. Outside Roy. And here's Booker. 5 to shoot. On the drive, Booker. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%. Randle. And Randle throws it down.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randle to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
Here's Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
Here's Johnson. Mobley with the block.
And whenever Mobley is out there on D, you have to be aware of where he is.
Johnson left side. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. And Virginia Beach leads by 2. For 3, Edwards. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. Edwards got 11.
Well, look, Edwards plays with a lot of confidence, which makes him deadly off the catch.
Goes up from the top of the key. Johnson with the rebound. The drive by Booker. Whoa! Booker playing big inside.
And Booker is just letting it all hang out right now. This young guy's confidence special.
Back to Mobley. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all. First free throw is good.
And when you talk about Evan Mobley, you start with his defense. One of the best in the NBA at using that frame, reading the game, and making an impact on that end.
Here's Booker. Devin Booker soaring in.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
And out of bounds as Hartford gains possession. Several teams changing it up here. Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
Pass to Cephalosha. Out to Wade. A 3. That one misses. Julius Randle getting it done for Hartford. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Pass to Edwards. Driving inside. Julius Randle with the rebound. Edwards, no good.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Edwards drives in. And Edwards slams it in.
A spectacular finish from Edwards. Once he started driving, he did not hold back.
It's stolen by Randall. And now here comes Bosch leading the break. The shot. And Morning sends it back. And it's going to be out of bounds. Hartford will retain possession. On defense, Virginia Beach. They've led by as many as 14 points. Here's Edwards. Anthony Edwards. How do you like that?
Well, everything about Edwards' drive makes it dangerous. His speed, his agility, and his lack of fear.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Hartford making a switch here. Hartford trails by 3. Outside Gordon. Again, the miss by Hartford. Now it's timeout called by Virginia Beach. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. Virginia Beach making a switch here. Here's Booker. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Oh, what a finish!
And the coaching staff loves when Booker attacks. Puts the pedal to the metal there.
And Mourning sends it back.
Let me tell you, blocks like that, protecting the rim, those are winning basketball plays.
Hartford trails by 5. Johnson. Oh, the layup finish off an excellent lead pass.
You know Johnson is a high-level athlete and has great control through contact.
And how big was that? He is just so reliable, so confident at the free throw line.
Wade, not going to go. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wade. Now a timeout called by Virginia Beach.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just one or two major points. That way guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. And out of bounds, Virginia Beach will have it. Here is Gordon. From outside, Johnson rips down the board.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. To tie it up. And it's sent back by Millsap.
And Millsap, for his size, a pretty good rim protector.
Here's Wade. A dunk by Dwayne Wade.
And this team already trusts in Wade's ability to nail the big shot. Very impressive.
It's off.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
Hartford trails by 4. A huge two-handed slam.
And with lots of big game experience, Mobley knows how to get it done in crunch time.
And even 3-on-3 break. Randall.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief. Look, that's a big play in this game right now. He stepped up. Really a grizzled veteran at this point. Gordon's a guy who's been in these spots.
Gordon. It's in. His shot is pure.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he does get the second one. And that narrows the gap to 1. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Edwards drives in. Off the glass.
And the more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shots.
Now Randall, a great pass leads him right to the rack.
This team needed those points from Randall. What a massive bucket.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet. It's Booker. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
Yeah, those free throws make things a little more simpler right now. They just have to guard against the three-pointer.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get it quickly.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here. So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
And that'll just about do it. Coming through at the line in a big spot.
And that's an intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game. And so they foul intentionally. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game. So Virginia Beach picking up the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point.